G'day guys, welcome to another layout. Now this video is a little bit, I have had to, you know when you watch my videos I just record and I speed it up and then I leave the whole lot in there. There are some little bits where I've had to chop them out because for some reason this particular paper, which is 49th Market Art Options VIKEN, VIKEN, for some reason my camera was having a lot of trouble focusing on it. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It hasn't done it. I literally recorded another video straight after this and it was fine. But it was just this particular one. So I have chopped a couple of little pieces out. So I apologize. Can you see there'll still be little bits where you can see it go out of focus. But yeah. So I've come in here. So I've cut myself a nice border out of this. The paper I used was MAJESTIC, and this is the centerpiece that I've cut out of it. Now I'm going through with some distress oxides, and I know it looks like I'm making a big mess of this paper, aren't I? But it works in the end. So I've just pulled a couple of different stamps. These stamps were actually sent to me by a subscriber, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I cannot remember her name. That's really bad. In fairness, they were sent to me 12 months ago. But anyway, so thank you to the subscriber that sent these to me. If you are watching, please put your name down below because I cannot for the life of me. I normally write subscribers' names on things, but this was sent to me so long ago that I just didn't. No, I did not write it down. And I actually keep all of the packaging from when things get sent to me, especially, you know, with addresses and names and stuff on it. So, yeah, and I cannot for the life of me think who it was. But what I wanted to do was create some visual interest. So I wanted to use the back side of this paper, and so that I'm not wasting it or anything, but I wanted to create some visual interest with some stamping. I'm using Distress Oxide, Wilted Violet, Bundled Sage, and Villainous Potion. And I'm also using a little bit of Distress ink in Black Soot. So as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just going through and creating some strips in the center. So I still at this point had forgotten, you've got a design board, Karen. You should probably use that. It will really help you. But I didn't pull it out. I'm a shocker. I think I do pull it out here at one point. I do remember, that's right, I have a design board. It's one of those moments where, there you go, I did bring it out. So what a design board is really good for is you can line up your paper underneath, right? Then you can line up all your paper strips on top or whatever, all your ephemera, your photos, you can line things up and you'll know where it's going to sit on the paper. But as you can see, I haven't done anything on the white sheet of cardstock yet. So I'm actually able to move all of these top pieces on the design board to the side whilst I work on the background. Then I can just very, very easily bring the design board back over the top with all the bits sitting exactly where I want them, and I can actually pop them down perfectly. And you can see exactly what your layout's going to look like. It really is. If you're one of these people that auditions a lot on a layout, the design board is amazing for that. Now, it comes from Scrapbook Fantasies. It's about, I think it's about 40, don't quote me on this, $45 or $49, I'm not sure. But it's a bit over 12 by 12 in size, and it is fantastic. Absolutely love it. Oh, I didn't cut that bit out. See how it's out of focus? And I don't know why. Normally my camera will, in that situation, it will normally focus on the photo, but this particular day it didn't want to work. Now these are the rub-ons from the 12 by 12 rub-on pack from 49th Market Art Options VIKEN. So they match the papers perfectly. I don't always buy the rub-ons with it, but this particular set was on a sale, and I managed to get both sets relatively cheap. Actually, no, it wasn't that it was on sale. I remember I had some money sitting there for. Oh, thank you, Taylor. It's all right. My daughter just sent me a picture, sent me a text message, and yeah. So I don't always buy them, but they are fantastic, and they really, because they match perfectly with, and 49th and Market actually do this with all of their collections. They have matching, whether it's a 12 by 12, whether it was a smaller set, they always have their matching, their washi tape, their rub-ons, all that sort of stuff. And they usually have their word ones as well. And I don't buy all of anything. So I just buy a couple of bits so that I can sample, because I don't want to get, one, I don't want to get bored with it, and two, I don't want you to get bored with what you're watching. Now, I decided that I wanted a bit of background texture. So I don't want this to be in your face. So this is the Light and Fluffy, the TCW Light and Fluffy texture paste, and it is awesome. I love this stuff. Now, it dries in a heartbeat. It dried so quickly. Now, I was going around with a bit of bundled sage just on top of the squares, and then I wanted to wet them and lift some of that colour off, if that makes sense. Just to sort of make it more of a shadowed look, and then I didn't like it. Even though I did exactly what I intended to do with it. See how it's now more the same colour green as the flowers? But it really didn't do a lot for me. So that's when I realised, you know what, I need to bring in some metallic into this picture. So I had a quick look and I'm like, right, let's bring in some silver. I actually used silver twice in this 1 week, and I don't use silver very often. I usually go to gold. But because this is such a simple square stencil, I was able to just lay it back over the top where I had put the other texture paste, and it went on perfectly. See how now I didn't want the squares to be perfect, and the white texture paste is the same. It's not perfect. So yeah, I really like how it turned out. Now I'm just going to go around and glue down this border. I love how that looks like that, to be completely honest. I don't know, I like creating layouts from scratch where I can just go a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now, I know so many people right now will be yelling at their screen going, what are you doing? You're covering it all up. But in the end, I really did like how this turned out. Now, I ended up trimming down the ends a little bit more, because as large as they were, I wanted to see just a tiny bit more of those rub-ons. So I'm just adding these little bits on, and I've gone around the edges of them with Black Soot Distress ink. And now what I'm doing is going through with my foam tape and raising up those strips. So it's, I know, I could have quite easily stopped with the original, like before I put these strips on, but I really do like it at the end. Let me know below if you would have stopped. Would you have stopped? Would you have just gone, nah, enough's enough? I apologise if you can hear my dog snoring. That's actually, it's actually Gizmo. So it's Taylor's dog, not mine. Although mine is down there too, and it wouldn't surprise me if no, it's him. He's all curled up. He squashes his little nose into the edge of the bed, and I've got 2 dog beds underneath my craft desk, and he literally squishes his nose up to the point that it makes him snore. And it's like, dude, you're not a pug. Like, what are you doing? But he does it every single time. It's crazy, but that's okay. So, yeah. So, now I've got those down. I'm going to just do a quick tidy up here. Ooh, I liked it. I had to pick it up to see. See, it keeps going out of focus. I don't know why it's doing that. It did it. This is the only video all week that it did it on. So, I don't know. Driving me cuckoo. So, can you see that strip? It was very quick, but that and this dragonfly, it is off the same rub-on thing. But because of, whenever I use a butterfly or a dragonfly, I like to stick it on either some vellum, or I quite often use tracing paper. I've actually run out of tracing paper. I know, I've run out of a supply. Crazy, huh? Next time I go near the shops, I'll have to get some more. But I've got heaps of vellum anyway, but I just normally use tracing paper because it's a lot cheaper. Now, I put my dragonfly on there because I just think he's really cute. And I love dragonflies. They are just everything for me. I love them. So now I've gone around and I've added some liquid pearls. I'm adding some flat back pearls. I'm just adding extra texture in the background to sort of pull it all together. Now and that's when I pulled out this little teeny tiny phrase, and it's called Forever and Always. And I had this leftover tag sitting on my desk because we all have those little bits that are just sitting around, right? And I stuck them together and that became my title, because I was sitting there thinking, how am I going to do a title on this? And that's it. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think. Now you can see it all up close and personal if the thing will. See how the white is just, it's there but it's not in your face. A little bit of silver on top of it adds a bit of metallic to it. The liquid pearls, I just love how this all came together. I really do. Let me know what you think. If you're getting value from my videos, I'd love you to hit the thumbs up button for me and leave me a comment, all that sort of fun stuff. Helps out the channel, helps other people find my channel. And that's it. I just love that texture. It looks so cool. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will be back with you tomorrow with another video. Thanks for now. Thanks for now. Gee whiz. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll chat to you soon. Bye for now.